Alright, lovely pack, let's check out Dune C. Follow me on twitch.tv Okami Riku for live streams, and the packs hunt on both Twitter and Instagram. Alright guys, so we're going to do a review of Dune C, but we're not going to use any of our usual scores and guidelines because I'm actually revamping those. So any current reviews will be just me talking about the game and what I feel and think about the game, kind of along the guidelines, but there will be no scoring system until the new system is implemented. I just wanted to give you a heads up, seeing how most of my reviews up until now have had a specific scoring system out of 10 points. That will be changing. But let's get into Dune C. So Dune C is basically about your goose who just survived a meteor hitting the Earth, and you're crossing the desert and other landscapes. The landscapes do change further on in the game, and on your way you actually pick up other birds and lead them to the exit of that particular level and save them. There's also hidden items to keep an eye out for, which also impact your scores and finishing totals. So the other thing that really impacts the game, which I nearly blundered on multiple times, is in the lower lower right hand corner of the screen, there's a bar. That bar is actually your stamina for your flight time. So I was wondering why there was these checkpoints, and I was just thinking, oh, it's a checkpoint to, just save your progress in case you die, past this point. That's part of the checkpoint's purpose. The other part is to recharge your stamina, give you a place to rest your wings and take a break from the flying. So I wasn't aware of that. Overall, I've enjoyed the game. I've played it several times for the past couple of months. I got sidetracked here and there with other games, but I've played it for like the past month. I should have done a review sooner, but I kind of wanted to play a little more of the game, get a little further in. I'm not showing every part of the game in this review because I don't like spoiling things for people, but you'll see some of the gameplay, you'll see a couple of my blunders. If you hit anything, you fail, so you have to be careful. It's all about watching your surroundings, being aware of it, and keeping yourself mobile and able to take a turn when needed. Or should I say, lift up when needed. I always have a problem with the lifting part. Overall, this game, if I had been scoring it, would have ended up probably a 9 out of 10. Because the controls are fine, the story is fascinating. You basically, when you get further into the different areas, you start to see some changes going on there, and it's one directional, so it's not like you can get lost really, but there are hidey holes where you'll have to sometimes turn around and like go get something, so knowing which direction you're going is a good idea and not hitting dead ends. Been there, done that. There was one problem, and it only pertains really to me, because there's nothing that I'm not colorblind, so I can't speak 100% for someone who's colorblind, but I don't see anything that would challenge someone who is colorblind in this game. The one challenge I had with the controls personally is that I I sometimes don't feel um, I don't feel if I'm pressing a button. I have small fiber neuropathy, which means that I have a loss of feeling as well as numbness and tingling in my hands. And I had accidentally let go of the trigger that lets you fly without realizing it, and I was wondering why I was going down and not up, and that's what killed me a couple times. So for me, remapping the buttons would be helpful. I haven't found a way to remap the buttons, but if that was possible, it'd be a little bit helpful because trigger buttons, if they require to be held, is one of the things that I personally have a problem with my neuropathy being an issue, as well as my tremors, because sometimes my finger likes to just, twitch away from the button and, cause me problems in the game. But those are just small things. Nothing that would make me, really dock points or hold it against them because, I mean, I don't expect every game to have full accessibility for every disability or need out there, but it's just small things um, that are just easy to implement for games. That's what I look for. Which we should probably do a segment sometime covering why I cover accessibility um, options as a particular scoring mechanism. That will still be a score in the new scoring system, if you're curious. That will always be a thing, seeing how I'm an advocate for accessibility to video games for people with limitations and disabilities. But overall, I recommend people to give this game a shot. It's a nice, um, I want to call it a platformer for some reason, and it's not really a platform. It's not really a platformer. Um, it's just a lot of fun trying to find the hidden items that are along your path as you travel through the game, and to also, look for the birds to help save them. And like I said, I don't want to ruin anything, but it's, the premise is you're a goose who is one of the few animals who survived a meteor hitting the Earth. Um, Play it to figure out where the story goes. I don't want to ruin that for anybody there, but it's not glitchy. It runs smooth. It goes from level to level perfectly fine. So there's no issues. If you're a perfectionist like I am, you may have to play a level more than once in order to actually, perfect it. But other than that, not too bad, not too shabby. Um, it's kind of hard for me to know what to talk about, seeing how I don't want to ruin anything, and I'm not following my scoring system right now. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I highly recommend it for both the story but also the gameplay and the challenge. So if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. As always, if you maybe have a game that you want to see me review or play sometime, also leave that in the comments below. And then, as always, stay happy, healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. If you did like this review, I know it didn't really follow my normal standard review things. I have to get used to that since I don't have my system. But if you have watched my other reviews and like this review, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that way you can be updated for any future reviews, gameplays, let's plays, and other things that I upload to YouTube. I have a lot of things going on and a lot of things planned for the future. I will see you guys next time.